Have you ever stood at the bottom of your stairs, hand gripping that rail like your life depends on it, wondering if today's the day your knee finally gives out? Or found yourself making excuses to avoid the upstairs bathroom? Because those 14 steps feel like you're climbing Mount Everest with a refrigerator on your back? Over 73% of adults over 60 report avoiding stairs due to pain or fear of falling. And that number jumps to 89% by age 70. Think about that. 9 out of 10 people your age are prisoners in their own homes, locked out of entire floors by a simple set of stairs. Let me tell you about Tom Patterson from Denver. 3 years ago on Mother's Day, he was halfway up his stairs carrying a breakfast tray for his wife when his knee just quit. No warning, just sudden, white-hot pain and that sickening feeling of his leg buckling. He caught himself on the rail, barely saved the tray, but he'll never forget the look on his granddaughter's face when she saw him struggling. "Grandpa, are you okay?" She was 6, and in that moment, gripping that rail, sweating from just 7 stairs, Tom felt 96 instead of 66. Tom tried everything after that. Expensive knee braces that cut off circulation, complicated gym routines that left him sorer than when he started. He even got a quote for one of those stair lifts. $12,000 to admit defeat. He had the brochure on his kitchen table when his physical therapist walked in for their session. "You don't need a machine to carry you upstairs," she told him, tossing that brochure in the trash. "You need 4 simple exercises. That's it. 4 moves, no equipment, 7 minutes a day." Then she showed something that changed everything. Exercise number 1, the standing knee lifts, the stair simulator. She called the first one the stair simulator, but I just call it the miracle that gave me my upstairs back. Here's all you do. Stand behind a kitchen chair. Don't even need to hold it unless you want to. Lift one knee up to hip height. That's it. Hold it there for 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Lower it slowly. Don't drop it. Control it all the way down. Start with 5 on each leg. That's it. 5, not 50, 5. Within 2 weeks, work up to 15 per leg. But here's the key, and nobody tells you this. It's not about the lifting, it's about the holding. That 3-second hold is where the magic happens. You know why stairs hurt? It's not your knees. Well, not just your knees, it's your hip flexors. Those muscles that lift your leg have been asleep for years, maybe decades. They're weak, so your knees try to do all the work. That's like asking your wrist to do your shoulder's job. Of course it's going to hurt. This exercise wakes up those hip flexors, gets them firing again, takes the pressure off your knees. It's literally practicing the exact movement of stair climbing, but without the impact, without the weight, without the fear. Tom from Ontario sent me a message last month. 68 years old, was resting twice going up his stairs. Twice! 14 stairs, 2 rest breaks. After 2 weeks of knee lifts, just 2 weeks, he carried a full laundry basket up without stopping. His wife thought he was showing off. He said, "No, honey, I just forgot stairs were supposed to be hard." That's what happens when you train the right muscles. Those stairs don't own you anymore. You own them. But wait until you see what happens when you add the second exercise. Exercise number 2, the wall sit, the power builder. This one scared me at first. Wall sit. Sounds like something from high school gym class, right? But my therapist said, trust me, this is the difference between climbing stairs and conquering them. Find a wall, any wall, your kitchen wall, bedroom wall, even your garage wall. Put your back flat against it. Now slide down like you're sitting in an invisible chair, not all the way, just to where your thighs are parallel to the floor. Or higher if that's too much. There's no shame in starting higher. Hold it for 10 seconds, that's all. 10 seconds. Your legs will shake. That's normal. That's actually good. That shaking means muscles that haven't worked in years are waking up. After a week, try 15 seconds. After 2 weeks, 20. Some of my students hold it for a full minute now. But 10 seconds is plenty to start. Here's what's happening in those 10 seconds. Your quadriceps, those big muscles on the front of your thighs, are learning to work as a team again. See, when you climb stairs, it's not a quick movement. Each step requires sustained muscle contraction. That's why your legs burn. They're not trained for endurance anymore. Wall sits fix that. They build what I call staying power. The kind of strength that doesn't quit halfway up the stairs. The kind that keeps you steady when you're carrying groceries. The kind that lets you play with grandkids without constantly looking for a place to sit. Margaret from Texas, 71 years young, had already called a contractor about moving her bedroom to the main floor. $6,000 renovation because she couldn't handle stairs anymore. 6 weeks of wall sits. 6 weeks. She called the contractor back and canceled. Her exact words, "I've got teenager legs again." She sent me a photo from her grandson's graduation last month. You know where she was sitting? The nosebleed section. 5 flights of stadium stairs. She was wearing heels. This is what independence actually feels like. But we're only halfway there. Exercise number 3, the step back lunges, the balance master. Now don't let the word lunge scare you. This isn't some CrossFit nonsense. This is the exercise that bulletproofs your balance and builds the exact pushing power you need for stairs. Stand normally. Take 1 foot and step it back about 2 feet. Maybe less if you're just starting. Lower your back knee toward the floor, not to the floor. Toward it. Halfway is plenty. Quarter way is fine too. This isn't a competition. Here's the important part. Push through your front heel to come back up. Feel that? That's the exact same push you need for stairs. The exact same muscles, the exact same movement pattern, but safer because you're in control. 5 per leg to start. That's all. 5. By week 3, maybe 8. By week 6, 10 to 12. Some of my students do 20 now, but that's because they're showing off for their grandkids. You know what's different about lunges versus actual stairs? Fear. There's no fear of falling backward, no fear of missing a step, no fear of your knee giving out halfway up. You're training the movement without the anxiety. And here's what nobody tells you. Half of stair problems are fear problems. Your body tenses up, you grip too hard, you lean wrong, all because you're scared. Lunges remove the fear while building the strength. It's like learning to swim in the shallow end first. Jim from California, 65, hadn't climbed stairs without holding the rail in 3 years. 3 years of white-knuckling it up to bed every night. After a month of lunges, 1 month, he went on vacation to Maine with his wife. There's a lighthouse there, Marshall Point. 112 stairs to the top. His grandson challenged him to a race. Jim didn't just climb those stairs, he won. Beat a 13-year-old to the top. His wife took a video. You can hear her laughing and crying at the same time as Jim victory dances at the top. You're not just climbing stairs. You're climbing back to the life you thought was gone. But there's one more exercise, and this one's the secret weapon nobody talks about. Exercise number 4. The heel raises, the secret weapon. Everyone focuses on knees and thighs for stairs. But you know what really makes the difference? Your calves. Those muscles below your knee that everyone ignores. Stand at your kitchen counter. Hold on lightly if you need to. Rise up on your toes. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower slowly. That's it. That's the whole exercise. Start with 10. Work up to 15 after a week. 20 after 2 weeks. Some folks do 50 now, but again, show-offs. Here's why this matters. That final push-off on each stair? That's all calf. When your calves are weak, your quads and knees try to do all the work. It's like driving a car in second gear on the highway. You'll move, but you're working way too hard. Strong calves make stairs feel like they have springs in them. Each step has a little bounce, a little lift that makes the next step easier. It's the difference between hauling yourself upstairs and floating up them. Susan from Vancouver, 69 years old, lives in a 2-story colonial she's been in for 30 years. Last year, she started eating dinner downstairs, sleeping in the guest room, basically living on 1 floor. She said the stairs had won. 1 month of heel raises. 1 month. She called me crying. Good tears. She'd just hosted Sunday dinner in her upstairs dining room for the first time in a year. 12 people. 3 courses. Up and down those stairs a dozen times. It's like someone installed an elevator in my legs, she said. I forgot stairs could feel this easy. 4 moves, 0 equipment, and you get your whole house back. Now here's how you put it all together. Every morning, while your coffee brews, and I know you make coffee because you're over 50 and breathing, you do all 4 exercises. Take 7 minutes, 7 minutes to change your life. Knee lifts first, gets your hip flexors firing for the day, then wall sits, wakes up those quads. Step back lunges next, activates your balance and power. Finish with heel raises, primes those calves for action. You don't need gym clothes? Do it in your pajamas, do it in your robe. I've got one student who does it in his boxers and dress socks because he says it makes him laugh. And laughter's good medicine too. The beautiful thing? You can do this anywhere. Hotel room when you're traveling, daughter's house when you're visiting, RV when you're camping. No excuses, no equipment, no membership fees. Here's what my physical therapist explained that blew my mind. These 4 exercises aren't random. They're designed to work together like gears in a Swiss watch. The knee lifts train the lifting motion. The wall sits build the endurance. The lunges develop the power and balance. The heel raises add the spring. Each one fills a gap the others leave. It's a complete system. Think of it like a 4-legged stool. Remove one leg, the whole thing wobbles. But all 4 together, rock solid, unshakable. That's what these exercises do for your legs. And here's the part that really gets me emotional. This isn't just about stairs. When you can climb stairs easily, everything else gets easier too. Getting in and out of cars, playing on the floor with grandkids, walking on the beach, hiking that trail you gave up on 5 years ago. One of my students, Robert from Manchester, 72 years old, sent me a photo last week. He's standing at Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu. Those are serious stairs, folks. Ancient Incan stairs carved into a mountain. His message said, "Started with your 4 exercises because I couldn't get to my bedroom. Ended up on top of the world." That's not exercise. That's transformation. Let me rapid-fire recap this for you because I want you to start tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight. Standing knee lifts for hip flexor strength, the muscles that actually lift your legs. Wall sits for quadriceps endurance, the staying power you need. Step back lunges for balance and pushing power, the confidence to climb without fear. Heel raises for calf strength, the spring in your step that makes it all feel easy. 4 exercises, 7 minutes, life-changing results. But here's what this is really about. You're not training to impress your doctor, though you will. You're not training to avoid a stair lift, though you will. You're not even training to keep up with grandkids, though you absolutely will. You're training to keep the promise you made to yourself years ago. The promise that you'd stay independent, that you'd never be a burden, that you'd live in your whole house, not just the parts you can reach without stairs. You're reclaiming every square foot of your home, every adventure that requires stairs, every moment of dignity that says, "I can do this myself." I know what you're thinking, but I don't have equipment, I don't have a gym membership, I don't know if I can do this. Listen to me, you need a wall. That's it. Maybe a chair for balance if you want one. If you can stand up from your couch to get a snack, you can do these exercises. No apps to download, no videos to study, no equipment to order and wait for and probably never use. Just you, a wall, and the decision that today is the day everything changes. Here's what I need from you right now. 3 things. First, hit that like button, not for me, for the thousands of seniors who need to see this, who are sitting at the bottom of their stairs right now thinking they're alone in this struggle. They're not. You're not. Second, subscribe to this channel. Every week I share exercises and tips that actually work. No gimmicks, no equipment sales, just real solutions for real people who want their lives back. Third, and this is important, comment below which exercise you're starting with tonight. Just type knee lifts or wall sits or whatever you choose. You know why? Because when you write it down, when you declare it publicly, you're 80% more likely to actually do it. And I read every single comment. Everyone. This isn't just a video, it's a community of people choosing to be stronger tomorrow than they are today. Margaret, who moved back upstairs. Tom, who carries laundry without resting. Jim, who beat his grandson up lighthouse stairs. Susan, who hosts dinners in her dining room again. Robert, who made it to Machu Picchu. They all started with one exercise, one decision. One day when they said, "Enough, I'm taking my life back." Your stairs used to be your enemy, that thing you dreaded, that daily reminder that you're getting older, getting weaker, getting left behind. But starting today, starting with that first knee lift tonight, they're not your enemy anymore. They're your training partner. They're your progress marker. They're proof that you're not getting older, you're getting stronger. Every step up is a victory. Every flight climbed is freedom earned. Every time you bound up those stairs without thinking about it, without holding the rail, without fear, that's you writing a new chapter in your story. The chapter where you surprised everyone, especially yourself. The chapter where you got your whole house back, your whole life back. It's never too late to rewrite your story. Never too late to climb those stairs like you own them. Because you do. You always have. You just forgot for a while, but not anymore. Welcome back to your whole house. Welcome back to your life. Welcome back to the person you always knew you could be. Those stairs don't stand a chance. Now get up, find a wall, and show me what you've got. Your new life starts in 7 minutes. The clock starts now.